Welcome to Chuck's Auto Parts Solution training session for identifying quality parts and the ARA damage codes. ARA, Automotive Recyclers Association, is our industry's international entity representing its members on legislative issues, member benefits, and other programs to improve our businesses. We look forward to helping you buy the best quality part to reduce your key-to-key time with your customers' repairs. This is the quality part identifier. We'll give you a full understanding of how to use it and know the part quality that you're quoting for your estimates. I'll explain and use this and reference it throughout the presentation. What are ARA damage codes? And ARA damage codes help you finite the type of damage that's on a part, how big it is, and what type of damage that it is. The first digit is a number which represents the area of the part where the damage is located. The second one is a letter designation in the lower left-hand corner of your quality part identifier, as seen on this screen. Most of the time, you're going to see a D for a dent, P for a parking lot ding, a C for a crease maybe, F for a finish problem, and T possibly for a paint problem. The third digit in the code is a credit card. So 1 unit equates to the area of a standard size credit card. What contradicts this whole thing is what you're really looking for. To the very right of this panel, you see 000. 000 should have no damage. Here are some examples of what we just went over. Down the right side of the page, you'll see 2 examples. The top one, 5, designates the center of the door. D designates a dent, and 1 represents 1 credit card size dent. The lower example, example 2, same configuration if we're looking at. So we'll do a 5 again, that's the center of a door, P being a parking lot ding, but we see a 0.5 there. So that's representing the fact that there may be 1 or 2 dings, but they won't equate to anything larger than half of a credit card. The 2 panels on the left-hand side of the screen are your part sourcing screens on CCC. You look at the rectangular block on the top one, you see 5P.5, you see a 5P1 and a 5D1. Again, these are the different codes that you can see in your CCC panel. These are all 3 grade A parts, but they have just different designations for how the A part is. The lower panel represents what you're looking for, okay, right? 0 on the far left side of the description, and just to the right of that, 000. Okay, rust codes. So yes, I know none of us like rust, but what we've done at Chuck's is kind of changed the way we look at rust a little bit. We're not necessarily looking at rust in the size of a credit card, but utilizing the ARA codes as more of a severity level. So a 7.5, which 7's usually where you're going to have that. If you look at your quality part identifier, 7's across the bottom of the door, usually the lower lip, right? So there may be some rust down there. So the 0.5 designates like some staining from under the lip. 7R1, there'll be some light paint bubbling and some staining. 7R2, you're probably not going to ever worry about it. You're looking at some scaly stuff that's not going to really be anything that you're interested in. More than 1 damage code. If you notice in the upper right-hand corner, parts may have more than 1 damage code. We have an example there. If you look down at your part sourcing block, the top highlighted part has a 5P.5 and a 6P.5, which equates to 1 unit of damage and still an A-grade part. The 0, A, and B are the only number and letter designations you'll see down the left-hand side of your column. Again, 0 is what you're looking for. No damage on that part. Should you buy a part that is not a 000 part, you'll have to adjust your quote accordingly, knowing that there's an additional tech cost to repair that damage. All right, a few things to remember here. So we have, again, a 0 should have no damage on that part. And you can see that in the top block there, 0 on the very left-hand side of the description, immediately to the right of that, 000. One other service that we provide, and a quality ROE vendor will do this. So ROE is Recycled Original Equipment Vendor. So paint codes are really important for you guys when you're looking at a part. And you can see anytime you see a PC no space. The next digits are part of the paint code. PC represents paint code, P paint, C code. No space, then the paint code itself. We have to do it this way. Otherwise, as CCC looks through these parts and identifies the damage codes, it sees a 3-digit code of 32J, and it says, oops, that's not a damage code. Throw that part out so it can't be sent out on the feed because it's not described correctly. So it's very important that we have the PC, no space, and then the paint code. It's very important for the personnel who receive the parts to be educated on this program, as well as your writers. It's very important for them to understand that when the part shows up, they're able to identify on the invoice the damage that's on the part and be able then to look at the part and compare the differences. The top 2 panels are your sourcing screens, correct? Snapshot, again, the left one has 0 designation, 000, and the one on the right is an A part, and if you look at the little red box, it has 5D1, so there is 1 unit of damage on there. If you look at those compared to the invoices underneath each of your panel boxes, it shows up on the invoice. The left one, again, 000, the right one, 5D1. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at our presentation. We certainly hope this helps you identify and utilize CCC to its full capacity, finding those 000 parts, the 0 designation, that helps your jobs go faster, improve key to T time, and hopefully improve your profits. That's what it's about. So I would ask you to check with your parts department though, please. We do provide a service for giving email notifications the day you're delivering a part. It's about the approximate time of arrival. If that email address, and we only need one, we can only use one email address in your parts department, who should receive that and what is that email? Contact our parts specialist today if you are not receiving an email notification, so we can get you in our delivery system, and when we print our manifest, that email address gets notification of the approximate arrival time. We're looking forward to doing some more business together. Thank you.